Hey guys, so this is problem 1.4 out of Griffith's Electrodynamics textbook, and I'm going to go through and work through the solution. If you're confused at all with the steps that I take, check out my playlist where I go through and explain each section of Griffith's. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. It says use the cross product to find the components of the unit vector in hat perpendicular to the shaded plane. So the way that we want to do this for our cross product is we want to define two vectors. And maybe I'll do it in red here. I don't want to do text mode. I want to draw. Maybe this part of the triangle we can call vector A. And this part of the vector, or this part of the triangle, we'll call vector B. And our goal here is to take the cross product of those two vectors because we know that the cross product results in a vector, and it's a vector that's mutually orthogonal to the two vectors you're crossing, which the normal vector is perpendicular. Okay, so let's define what A is. So A starts at the point 1, 0, 0 and goes to the point 0, 0, 3. Okay, so for that vector, if we do our initial point, this is our final point, final minus initial, then we would have minus 1 x hat plus 0 y hat plus 3 z hat. So this is for vector A. This is all for vector A. For vector B, it actually starts also at 1, 0, 0. And we can see that vector B there terminates at 0, 2, 0. So then final minus initial would again be minus 1 x hat plus 2 y hat plus 0 z hat. So this is vector A, and this is vector B. So we want to take the cross product of A and B, and we'll write this as a determinant. So x hat, y hat, z hat, minus 1, 0, 3 for vector A, minus 1, 2, 0 for vector B, and we're going to take the determinant of this. So if you're not familiar with this at all, I would recommend just checking out my video on the topic. So we'll start with the first part. We have 0 minus 6, so that's going to be minus 6 x hat, minus, and now we're going to do the y component, which would be minus 3, so it'll be plus 3 y hat. And then for the z component, it's going to be minus 2 minus 0, so minus 2 z hat. Okay. So real quick, I did A cross B. So if we do our right hand rule, if you put your fingers in the direction of A and you curl it towards B, your thumb goes into the pades. But notice that normal is coming out of the pades. So we really should have done B cross A, but that's not a big deal because if you watch the video, just plugging it there, we know that A cross B is negative B cross A. So if you want to get B cross A, which again, if you do the right hand rule, put your fingers along the vector B and you curl it towards A, you should see that your thumb is kind of pointing out of your screen here. So that's what we actually wanted. And all we have to do is distribute this negative sign. So that turns into 6 x hat minus 3 y hat plus 2 z hat. So this would be your normal vector. But once again, we want the normal vector, the unit vector. Normal is perpendicular. We want the unit vector is what I should have said. So if we have the normal vector, the unit vector is that normal vector divided by the magnitude of the normal vector. Okay, so what is the magnitude of this vector? That's the square root of 6 squared, which is 36, plus 3 squared, which is 9, plus 2 squared, which is 4. So let's see, 36 plus 9 is 45, and then we have the square root of 45, so 49, which comes out nicely to just 7. So then n hat, which is what we want, the normal vector, is going to be 6x hat minus 3y hat plus 2z hat, all divided by 7. And that will be your unit vector. Okay, so just to reemphasize, we define these vectors A and B. We use the determinant definition to calculate the cross product between A and B. We use this property of cross products to calculate the actual cross product that we wanted. And once we did that, we had our n vector, our normal vector. But to get the unit vector, we had to calculate the magnitude of that vector and divide the normal vector by that magnitude, which is how we got that. So hopefully that helps out. If it did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll keep posting more videos.